This is the VOA Special English Development Report. The World Bank says most developing countries have made important progress toward the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. In April, the international lender released its yearly World Development Indicators. Hundreds of indicators are used to measure progress in areas such as education, health, poverty, the environment, and trade. One of the Millennium Development Goals is to reduce by half the number of people living in extreme poverty by 2015. Out of 87 countries with data available, 49 seem likely to reach that goal. Extreme poverty is defined as earning less than $1 a day. Another goal is to make education available to all young children. The report shows that in 2007, 7 out of 10 children lived in developing countries that had met or were close to meeting that goal. Also, 39 countries have achieved or are likely to achieve the goal of reducing child death rates. The target is a 2/3 reduction by 2015. And the report from the World Bank shows the first reduction in AIDS-related deaths. But even with all the progress, there is still a long way to go to reach all 8 goals approved by world leaders 10 years ago. This is especially true in sub-Saharan Africa, which falls behind on all of the goals. Eric Swanson is a program manager for the World Development Indicators. He said there was a decade or more of very slow economic progress in the 1990s in Africa. There were civil wars and other disruptions. And there was poor governance in many countries that has not permitted the economy to grow and has not allowed poor people to share in the benefits of growth. Still, he points to some hopeful signs, including a large reduction in the child death rate in Malawi. The World Bank also launched a new open data initiative. The bank will make its data on living conditions around the world publicly available. Officials say this will make it easier to measure the effects of policies and develop new solutions to help the world's poor. And that's the VOA Special English Development Report. You can comment on our programs and learn about other development issues at voaspecialenglish.com. You can find transcripts, MP3s, and podcasts. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iTunes at VOA Learning English.
From VOA Learning English, this is the Technology Report. Name a website where you could find old pictures of camels carrying people to Mecca, Saudi Arabia, and books about ancient Aztecs in Mexico. It is all found in the World Digital Library. Its collection is available on the internet. The library has 8,000 items, from whole books to ancient writings to music and photographs. There are 170 partners in 79 countries sending material to the World Digital Library. Partners include national or university libraries, museums, and other cultural organizations. The librarian of the United States Congress, James Billington, launched the WDL in 2009. John Van Oudenaren is the director of the library. He says Mr. Billington wanted it to include materials that are both interesting and important. Every item is explained in the 6 official languages of the United Nations: English, Arabic, French, Spanish, Chinese, Russian, and also Portuguese. Since 2009, 25 million people have visited the website from 250 places. The greatest number is from Spanish-speaking countries. John Van Oudenaren says users include schools, researchers, and anyone interested. He was especially happy to hear from one teacher in New York City. She said it was wonderful to have a website where people around the world could find interesting and important items. Musa Marawe is a researcher for the WDL from Sudan. He works with all the materials that are in Arabic. Musa Marawe believes the library provides tools for understanding, especially among Arabs, Muslims, and the United States. Anyone may search the World Digital Library by subject, time period, kind of document, or area of the world. The website is www.wdl.org. For VOA Learning English, I'm Alex Villarreal.